How you doing, Imperial Commissary? Happy Taco Tuesday. We are back in action here on the IC, the Imperial Commissary. I hope you're all doing well. Lots of cool news. Things have happened on the IC. We had our IC for Life, our very first IC for Life beta test auction. Totally worked. Very awesome. We'll talk about that a little bit. Also, some headway is being made on our venue for ICC Con Part 8 in 2026. I do not have information to share with you yet, except to tell you everything seems to be currently moving in the right direction. So that's very good news for all the ICCC faithful. When you get into the room, say hey so I know you can see me and I can see you. And Andrea is going to hook y'all up by tagging the fine folks that requested a tag. And we're going to get started with something simple and regular, just so that way nobody feels left out if they get in a little bit early. Here, how about a naked snowtrooper? He's in pretty good condition, but we'll start off with him, and that way anybody that gets in late won't feel bad. Not the best in the world, but pretty darn good. Good color on him. So start them off at $1 for now. $1 holler on that snowtrooper while Andrea tags everybody. Let me get over to your comments here and say hey, hey, hey. Alrighty. It's not pulling the right stuff here. Hold on. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Steve Barbie, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Toby Black, hello, hello. Managing well, doing it up, brother. Mom would have it no other way. Big shout out to Mom here. Much love. We got DJ saying, hey, everybody. We got Shirt, NFS. You got it, buddy. NFS, baby. That's a Jason Annable original right there. Fantastic shirt. Absolutely love it. Also let you know that the ICCC, unlike every other convention in the world, is not for sale. Toby Black, we got $10 on that trooper, $10 on that trooper. Adrian Coate. Ooh, let me say something about Adrian Coate. So, okay, had to go up to Connecticut and do the whole funeral thing and all that fun stuff. And had to clean out Mom's apartment, which was a tough experience. I'm sure some of you have experienced the same thing. But I was looking for somebody to help carry the other halves of couches and stuff like that. And since family was pretty tied up with everything going on, I reached out. Actually, I didn't reach out. This guy, Adrian Coate, right there, reached out to me and said, hey, man, since I live right near you in Torrington, where you're originally from, I'd be more than happy to help, bring you some food, bring you some coffees, whatever you want. And I asked him if he would help, and he did come and help, and he was a wonderful guy. So if you talk to Adrian, say, hey, if you're looking to do a deal with him or something, he's a solid individual and a very nice guy. But Adrian did come out and help, so thank you very much for that, sir. I sure do appreciate it, man. Thank you. But and now here he is, bidding on a live auction. But Adrian, thank you very much, man. That's a solid guy right there. Reached out on his own accord, offered to help, and then did come through and helped. Unlike some of my real friends from back in the day, from like school and stuff, they were like, oh yeah, I'll come, and then they didn't show. So Adrian, my hat's off to you, brother. You're amazing. Thank you very much. You're a really good dude, so much love, buddy. Alrighty, where are we at here? Well, Adrian's in the lead anyway, there with $15 on that snowy trooper. We got Casey Blevins. Hello, Casey. How are you? Rocksteady. My mom passed 3 years ago in August, and my sister and I are still dealing with our mom's stuff. It's hard to do, but it has to be done. You got it, brother. It's got to be done. Well, what we did is we did that, and then we drove back here with stuff, because my mom had a lot of the art I buy, just sprucing up the place kind of deal. So I had to get that here, and what are we doing now? Oh, and now we've been moving Andrea's store. So literally this entire month, all I've done is move stuff. which is like, I don't know, whoever is like a mover person out there, 2 guys in a truck or whatever, I salute you. It's a heck of a job. Not really for me, but I've been doing it all month, and we're gonna get this month over with, and then we'll keep rolling. But yeah, it's about 100 degrees in Nashville right now, so it's not the best time to move stuff, but you do what you got to do when you got to do it. That's the game. But Andrea's tagging everybody, and when she is done, we'll get going with some other stuff. But for right now, this beauty of a snow trooper, well, it's kind of an alright snow trooper. Missing a skirt, but is going for $15, which is a good deal there. $100 degrees across the continent. You got it. It's hot, hot, hot. It's like Toyota's having a summer sale. Hot, hot, hot. I don't know if anybody remembers that commercial a few years ago. Probably like a million years ago. Who knows? Alright, Andrea just wrote done. So you know what that means? That means we move this fella over to letter A and we bring out the IC auction droid. Created for me specially by Mr. Derek Cernak. Thank you very much, sir, for this awesome droid. Bloop, 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 bloop. That helps us keep track of everything and where it's going and what we've called. So, let's get out some other stuff. I do happen to have a Darth Vader case that just happens to be here. So maybe we'll start in this feller. How about we start with a Chief Chirpa? This fuzzy Ewok has been moonlighting on the Force Moon of Endor as a translator. He does come complete, and he is starting at $1. $1 holla on Chief Chirpa, and he's got good paint too. Oops. Letter B. Letter C. How about everybody's favorite little furry bear, and you'll know him from ICC Con, Wicket W. Warwick, played by our buddy Warwick Davis. Got good paint under there, looking good in the neighborhood. Got his stick too, right there. So there you go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Letter C is Warwick, or Wicket W. Warwick. Let's see what else we got here. Bum 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 bum. Where is your blaster? Well, that's not your blaster, dude. That's an AT-AT driver blaster. When the whippers in the whipper back. Oh, nice and chubby baby. Alright, where's the helmet for you? I'll look in a minute. Let's do something else for now. And we'll look for Leia's helmet in uno momento. Endor Rebel Soldier. Petition to play Yub Nub? You better get that signed by like 10,000 people. Every time I put up an Ewok. Yub Nub. Chub Nub Doodle Chub. Dum dum da 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 ba 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 ba. That's a really nice whatchamacallit. What are you called? What is your name? Endor Rebel Soldier. It's a really nice Endor Rebel Soldier right there. Tastes just like cherry cola. Y-O-D-A-O-D. I got to find a helmet for her. Not in those bins, where else could it be? That's starting. We're going to get something out on Crazy Letter E here for our buddy Casey Blevins. Give me 1 second, Casey. I'll find something. There's some vehicles. Hold on. Looking for a helmet. Those are all wrong. Also, in breaking news, well, we're going to talk breaking news in a moment. I'm getting ahead of myself. Where's my other box of blasters? That's blasters. Okay. We're gonna have to do better to get rid of some stuff because I have too much stuff and nowhere to put stuff. So, oh, that's cool. Let's put that over there. Okay. Need a land helmet. Keep that in the back of my mind. Let's get something out there for letter E. Yes, Adrian, thank you for the Gatorade, man. That was clutch. He brought us Gatorades and everything. Sweetheart. Really love him. So, he's a really good dude. Become friends with Adrian. That's what I say. If you haven't been friends with him on Facebook yet, I highly suggest it. Wow, let's check this out. Look at this for letter E. Return of the Jedi pencils. It looks like it's got Luke Skywalker and ERG on there, C-3PO and the Emperor. There's a different one with Gamorrean Guard and something else. Can't really see it, but it is fully sealed. Gam Guard one is this one. Got a Gam Guard in there. Gam Guard. So the different ones, but those are cool. Fully sealed, 4 pencils. Return of the Jedi. These are manufactured in 1983, so they are definitely vintage. If your name is S. Macaulay in room 15, then these are meant for you. If it's not, it still looks awesome from the front. Fully sealed. Ooh. Got Leia Blaster sticking to me. That's going to be crazy lettery. Next time you're looking for something crazy, try letter E. Everybody's craziest letter. Oh. There you go. Sweet, sweet pencils. Boop. Ooh, that's way better. Well, ooh, okay. So, in other exciting news, Andrea's store is getting all set up at our undisclosed secret location, aka extra house hidden somewhere in Nashville, and we are getting it all set up. And wait till you see. hopefully next week, but possibly the week after. Taco Tuesdays will start from there. Actually, probably the week after. And then you won't see me in my house. You'll see me in that other house. And the room is going to be sick, and we're going to get a bunch more spinning wheels, bunch more cameras, really make it pop. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about the space. And we're going to start doing a bunch of sales for IC Toys. So if you join the IC Toys Just Like the IC Except for Everything That Isn't Star Wars Facebook page that we set up like a year and a half ago, I'll be doing live sales like this on there as well as Taco Tuesday to help her get the online store and the online presence popping, because she's got lots of really cool toys. Most of them, well, not most of them, but most of the toys that she has to sell are not vintage Star Wars, even though they might be Ninja Turtles MOTU or, Silverhawks or video games or whatever. So lots of cool stuff. Make sure you join that Facebook group. Make sure you also follow IC Toys Nashville right down here. Follow IC Toys Nashville and follow along, and you're going to see some awesome stuff. Matthew Michael says 2 on E. What up, Frankie? How you doing, buddy? Rock Steady Noakes says 5 on E, so we're at 5 on E. Rock Steady Noakes is in the lead on E, Casey. He was the first to go, so he's at $5 on E. You'd have to go up to 6 at least, Casey or Massey Michael or Michael Mazzetti. Any of you 3 bidders, in order to take the leading bid, Rocksteady is currently in the lead. Don't let me win them. I'll open them. Don't open them. For writing? You'll use pencils for writing? What are you, a madman? Well, you know my rule, everybody. I always say, Rocksteady Noakes takes over at $7 on those pencils. I always say, don't open it. But then I also always say, it's your toy. As soon as you buy it, you can do whatever you want with it. You could give it to a dog. You could have a kid play with it. You could tape it to a rocket ship and send it to the moon. It's not mine anymore. So, do it up. E is at 7, Casey. E just went to 7. Still need a G1 Transformer Jazz. Well, you should have bought that one, man. I sold one, didn't I? It's like really nice. Blew it, Casey. No, I remember, man. That's why I'm busting your hump. You were there. You were there. Black Star. Actually, it just, I remember seeing a Black Star Dragon Andrea just sold like mitten box. It was really nice. Yeah, a bunch of other toy lines. But check out ictoysnashville.com. That's also where you can check out the charity raffle for IC for Life. Charity raffle went awesome. Some people were like, oh, some of those went really cheap. Well, that was kind of the point of the beta auction. So that's why everybody sitting out there not signing up is going to sign up now, because there are a couple sneaky in cheap ones. But the wonderful thing about IC for Life, the wonderful thing about Tiggers, is Tiggers the wonderful thing. The wonderful thing about IC for Life is this collection currently, right? We're just building. We're just starting. Remember that. We are just starting and just building. But this collection, I was originally offered for $5,000. I knew the guy that passed away, and I felt bad about that, so I was like, I can't take that collection for $5,000. It's worth a lot more than that. So, on the first IC auction, okay, IC for Life auction, on the first, we have almost made the total of that first $5,000 that was originally the selling price of this collection. We have at least 300 items left to sell, and we only sold 40 in the first auction. So, they're going to make so much more, this family, so much more. The Kilpatricks are going to make so much more money than if I just bought it, or if somebody else just bought it, or if they just sold it. So it's very, very exciting. That's what we're doing here. Rebecca knows, she is on board. We are building IC for Life, and Robert's collection is helping do that. But also, Robert's collection is still going to net him a ton more money for his family. That's what IC for Life is. So really look into it. It's really, really amazing. And even though every once in a while you might see a hollow tubes for a good deal, everything went for fair prices. And everybody's going to be super duper happy and talk about it when they receive their items. Killer deals draw more traffic. That's the way it goes. So it's very, very exciting. They're going to make a ton more money than they ever expected, which is very, very exciting for them and very, very exciting for me on the first time we're doing IC for Life auction. So eventually we will come out with the phone numbers and stuff like that. We're still waiting on a couple people to finish paying. Since it is the beta, we're sending emails instead of messenger messages. So some folks that I even know from the IC that haven't paid, I just have to send a messenger message and be like, hey, listen, dude. And they'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I never used that email address. But it's almost all paid up. And hopefully by like 8th to 10th of next month, it will be all paid up, and the Kilpatrick family will get their very first check of many from IC for Life, which is very excited, and we've even raised some money for IC for Life already. So it's really exciting to see it grow and build. So definitely sign up. When do the auctions items ship? Actually, they just shipped today. They would normally ship the day after you pay, but we were in Connecticut. But all the ones that are paid have shipped. They have already had their tracking and shipped and everything, and they are going to the post office tomorrow morning as I'm on the way to the original store, which we're moving out of, to go drop them off at the post office. But they're in my truck currently. But they're already shipped. If you paid, they're already ready to go and going. You should have tracking somewhere in there if you go check your emails. I think, if it works like that. This is all a beta test. We're learning. It is a third-party auction house service, so that way it looks legit, and that way it has very legit numbers. And that way we can do three things. We can take consignments, where you give us a consignment, we sell it for you. We're going to sell it for cheaper fees for you than even eBay. And the buyer's premium will raise money for IC for Life, so it'll do some good as well. Also, it gets it out there to a lot of places. You guys know when I put up a post, tends to be lots of people see it. And I put up numerous posts about each IC for Life auction, and I will throughout the future through all the IC groups and even through the regular Star Wars groups that have nothing to do with the IC. So it's very exciting. If you want to do something like that, you can do it. If you want to donate items, I have gotten a few items donated. I have a couple that I'm going to donate. I'm working on this collection, and there's going to be tons of graded in it. So I'm probably going to donate a few of those, just to spice it up. But if you donate, then all the money could go to IC for Life. If you consign, then only a small fee goes to IC for Life and the buyer's premium, so you're also doing good, and you're also getting massive exposure without eBay fees, without eBay tax. Because the wonderful thing about Tennessee is if you sell something online in an auction format in Tennessee, as long as the person purchasing it does not live in Tennessee, then sales tax does not apply. So it's better than eBay by 23% so far if you're doing the math in your head. And also, if you've ever sold anything on eBay, you got just as much chance of it going for $3 as you do for it going for $400 if it's a $450 item. So it is a fantastic idea. It's a fantastic program. Sign up. If you want to look into it, really look into a membership in case of your passing, because God knows every day rolls us a new set of dice, to say it in the nicest way possible. But for $20 a month, we end up coming in after somebody passes away. We grab the collection, we give them a list, we tell them everything that's in there, we put it up on a bunch of auctions, make money for the family without them having to lift a finger. They don't have to ship, they don't have to bag, they don't have to take pictures, they don't have to check if it's repro, they don't have to do any of that. And it all will go into this system, which eventually I won't personally have to run. So it should really start working very well for families of collectors that lose their collectors that pass away, and for the community as a whole, because it brings these toys, instead of tossing them into marketplace to a random seller, to a random toy store for a fraction of the price, instead of popping them up at a yard sale or a tag sale or a garage sale, depending on what part of the country you live in, we get the top dollar and we sell it all, and they get the money without having to lift a finger. And it's really wonderful. Shout out to Create Auctions. Create Auctions is the one that hosts our program on the back end. They are phenomenal. I'm sure you've seen them on some of the other major auction houses. I'm sure you can see the format is kind of a bit the same, and that's why we do it that way. They are ultra secure, two-form authentication, this, that, and the other. And that way it keeps it all above board and perfect and not in our hands, so all the numbers can be checked independently, because a federally licensed nonprofit is a very, very hard thing to keep correct. You have to do lots of things to keep it right and to be able to keep your nonprofit status. So that's why we're doing it this way. It's a beautiful thing. It is going to grow. And if you really think about it, $20 a month, less than $1 a day, and then in the event of your passing, your collection is completely taken care of. We will get it, we will take pictures of it, we will sell it, we will ship it, and we will send your family big fat paychecks with Excel spreadsheets explaining all the prices and what things sold for and what the items were and what the lots were. You don't have to, your family doesn't have to lift a finger, and they don't have to go through that hassle and drama, and you're still going to make a heck of a lot more than if your family just hops into the vintage Star Wars market and tries to cold sell a Star Wars collection. So look into it. It's phenomenal. If you really do the math, it is so cheap and such a better idea than leaving your collection to your family to have to go onto eBay or Marketplace. And they will make tons more money, period. As I'm going to prove with this first one, because as soon as we're done with all the auctions for the Kilpatrick collection, we're gonna show you that the number that they wanted and how much they would have sold it for without IC for Life, and then we're going to show how much they made with IC for Life. And I will bet you that just their donation in the minimal fees that we charge, just their donation will be more than they even asked for. And that is a 100% tax deductible donation on the back end for your family. So all that money they make off of the auctions, they get a tax deductible donation from IC for Life to write that off against their taxes so they don't get creamed in April by selling all your stuff. Really think about it. Look into it. You know darn well there's some haters of the IC out there, and there's some haters of me. You know they exist. You've seen them. You've run into them. You know they are out there. And you know everybody. Since I instituted this federally licensed nonprofit in October, and we got our licensing from the government, you know there have been hundreds of people out there that are doing their absolute best to poke holes in this thing, and there are none. So I challenge the haters to go look, even though they already have. It is beautiful, it is pure, it is what collecting is about, and it is what the Imperial Commissary is about. So go join up, $20 membership. Let's get back to some toys. I'll stop chatting about that one. But it's very exciting times, very exciting times. So here we go. Rocksteady is on YouTube. Watch the comments on video on Facebook. Oh yes, watch the comments here, because there's people on YouTube and on Twitch that write. So all the comments pop up here, whereas only the comments on Facebook pop up on Facebook. So watch the comments on the actual video screen, and that'll keep you posted. When will it be shipped? The items? Yep, the items are shipped. Oh yeah, multitasking a lot of things at the same. These aren't even my real jobs. But that's me. I don't like to be bored. I don't like to sit around. Shoot, I just drove 15 hours yesterday, and here I am on Taco Tuesday. Bright as a sunshine daisy, baby. That's just the way I'm wired. Well, you guys know. I've talked about my mom, and I talked about how she was that way too. You know, no matter what life throws at you, you keep yanking that rock forward, because nobody's going to do it for you. But very exciting. Very exciting times. Thank God my sister knows what I have, won't put it on eBay or Marketplace. Yeah, don't do that. That's the other thing. Whether or not your sister knows what you have, Rocksteady, and I'm not pitching here, but whether or not she knows what you have, who's going to buy it from a profile that has no history in Star Wars? It's not like she's going to come join the IC and sell those things individually over the next 8 months. I would really challenge anyone to really look into it, and you will see there is more money to be made for the family if they do it this way. By far. It's, instead of your sister, who's probably never posted anything on any Star Wars website ever, with limited knowledge of Star Wars, where I'm sure it would be difficult for her to tell the difference between a Warwick and a Lumat, which is a big jump in price. Instead of somebody like me, who you can Google Michael Haven Star Wars, it's going to come up talking about your items for sale in that unlikely and horrible event. But it is something to think about for everybody. I do it. I mean, I have the membership. Hopefully I'll have more volunteers and stuff like that, so if I do kick the bucket, somebody will actually just handle it. But that is what we're looking for. So also, if you want to sign up, go to icforlifecharity.org, O-R-G. because it is an actual federally licensed nonprofit, unlike many of the places that you guys look into. And sign up to volunteer. You could always use help. Use somebody to take pictures, use somebody to sort, use somebody to price stuff. Sign up. Help out the community. Anybody out there that wants to. Haters gonna hate, they can go pound sand. Great job. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. But that's what I'm saying. Even the haters that want to hate, they got nothing to hate. They have tried. They have tried. They have tried. And I haven't seen, maybe it's because they got me all blocked already, but I haven't seen one bad word. I did see one person over the weekend that was like, oh my gosh, one thing went criminally cheap. Yeah, all right. Here, let me give you a little secret, all right? We're Star Wars fans. We're Star Wars collectors. If I show you a gigantic pile of Star Wars, every single one of us is checking the corners, checking the ends, checking the one that's under the other one to see if there happens to be a better figure in there. It's just the way we hunt. We're Star Wars collectors. So, if I put a better figure in there in the background, right, then what it does is that goes around and spreads and people go, oh my gosh, there was a holotube Tusken Raider that went for criminally cheap. I saw that. Criminally cheap. It was all scratched up and whatever. But still, yes, holotubes in the first 12 set. Oh my gosh. Matthew Michael, you crushed it, dude. Good job. Good eye, buddy. You're the big winner. But that creates the buzz and the FOMO and stuff like that. And so many more people have been signing up as soon as that happened. So that's the point. That's the point of a beta test. That's the point of the first one. Get in there and play the game. That's the point of hunting Star Wars figures. If there aren't good deals, this thing would fizzle out like that. But the wonderful thing is we can give away good deals. We can give away killer deals. Because instead of making $5,000, they're going to make 20 or 30 or whatever. And it's such a huge jump from where they wanted to be. But haters going to hate. But how many nonprofits do they have? Absolutely zero, because they're ridiculously difficult to sign up and keep going. And thank God for Aaron Schallender to be a lawyer for me and, well, for IC for Life. And I don't know, you know, lots of people helping out. It's really, really clutch. But that's because the IC is such a wonderful place. What up, Chitwood? How you doing? Internet on the cruise wasn't good enough for me to get those bids in. Get them next time. Ha ha ha. Oh, gee, you were on a cruise? So sad. Tear. Must be nice to have a wife that books cruises, Tear. I love you, buddy. I'm just teasing you. I see you're still a Braves fan, though. That's tragic. My best friend Tommy Chasin and mutual friends Jonathan Robinson and Jason Lasoda, if anything happens to me. Jonathan Robinson, great dude, man. You know what? Jonathan Robinson is a guy I remember. He's old school, big old school name. And I remember when I was setting up for the IC meetup at Celebration in Chicago, Jonathan Robinson showed up, came in there, and he helped me set up tables and chairs. He's a sweetheart. He's a good, solid collector. And he's one of the old school guys that I absolutely love, much like you, Rocksteady. But Jonathan Robinson's a great guy. I don't know Tommy Chasin. Jason Lasota's nice too. I don't know Tommy Chasin, but I'm sure he's nice as well. You know, so I want to go back to Alaska where the weather is tolerable. It is so hot here, dude. It's bonkers, nuts. Braves fan is better than being a Yankee fan. Pete Hartwell tells lies. Annabelle, come here and ban this Pete Hartwell fellow. What are you, a Red Sox fan? What are you, a Red Sox fan? Did you put your pink underwear in with your white socks and become a Red Sox fan, Pete? Mail the X-Wing Luke to AFA for grading today. It was a beautiful example. Nice, dude. Beautiful. Yeah. Fair enough. There you go, Rocksteady. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, let's run through these. Snowtroopers at $15. Chief Chirpa Complete is at $15. Wicked Complete's at $40. Endor Rebel Commando Complete in beautiful conditions at $15. And those pencils are at $7. I'm going to call that Snowtrooper to start it off. We're going to get going here. And if you have any questions about me, about the IC, about ICCC, about IC for Life charity, or anything at all, let me know. We're having an open conversation. That's what we do on Taco Tuesday. I know you are, Pete. That's why I'm busting your hump. How's it feel to have the best baseball player that's your guys' favorite, and all he ever did was only half of the game and hit the ball, but didn't field because he was Big Papi. Big Papi does not have to catch the ball. Big Papi just has to hit the ball. And then you guys are all like, I love Big Papi, and you bought like his jersey, but the jersey wasn't half price, even though he only plays half the game. But nobody ever talked about that. Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody like Derek Jeter, who can do it all, be your guy? Or even better yet, if you would have kept Wade Boggs, who even pitched in a Yankee game. You should have done that, because Wade Boggs is the coolest. Oh, you want to hear something cool? So anyway, I'm at the... Sure enough, Chitwood. I'm at the air show, Greater Tennessee Air Show. Woo! Blue Angels. It was awesome. F-25s and this, that, and the other, and P-51 Mustangs. But anyway, the point of me bringing it up right now is because I was just saying Wade Boggs. But the air boss, who's the guy who like tells all the planes what to do and whatnot, also not really an announcer, but he does talk on the mic every once in a while. The air boss was Wade Boggs' brother, something Boggs. And I was like, that's so cool, I love Wade Boggs. And they were like, I bet you we don't have any Red Sox fans here. And I'm like, oh, I'm a Yankee fan. Because it was like the announcer booth was over there. And Wade Boggs is my favorite player of all time, Pete Hartwell. Dude, check it. There we go. Bam! Wade Boggs, baby! I love Wade Boggs, man. Solid baseball player. True baseball player. Eat himself a bucket of chicken, hop over to third baseline, get himself hit after hit after hit. Mr. Wade Boggs. I absolutely love Wade Boggs, dude. So anyway, I got that going for me, which is nice. But it's really awesome that he became a Yankee. Wade Boggs and Ryan Sandberg, sign me up for real baseball. Sign me up for before the Yankees were like, sure, you can grow a beard. It's no big deal. We're just the Yankees. Nice, Pete. I love it, bro. All right, let's get you out something else here, folks. We toss up a beautiful Min-On card, get it started early for everybody. Letter A is going to be a 47 back. Snow Trooper, 4-LOM offer, perfectly clear bubble. Wait till you see how nice he is. I do have a couple coins, Frankie. I'll throw some out there in a minute. Crystal clear, beautiful bubble. No shelf wear. A little bit of a crease right there, if you can see it. Let me try to turn it right. See it right here. But you throw it in an acrylic, you won't even be able to tell. See it right there? There you go. 47 back, 4-LOM offer, Snow Trooper, beautiful clear bubble, starting at $1. Can't go wrong for a doll hair. $1 holler. Okay, let's call some other stuff. Let's call Chief Chirpa for $15. $15 on Chief Chirpa. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold Chief Chirpa. Yes, this one's from that same collection. Yeah. Nolan Ryan was great too, dude. And Bo Jackson was pretty great because he had a lot of really cool posters, and also in Super Tecmo Bowl, he was the man. For the record. Super Technobowl, you say? Yes, old school nerd. Dun dun dun. Hail to the chief, baby. Chief Chirpa, sold. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, yes. Bring me a dream, bum 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 bum. Make her the sweetest that I ever seen. Bum 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 bum. Yes. How about a bright white Luke Hoth in beautiful, exceptional condition? Check him out. Look at how nice. So nice. Look at the tips of the toes right there. Beautiful. Ooh, little butt mark. Let me see if a little bit of water gets that right off. I think it should, because I don't believe... Is that part painted? Where's my trusty IC Toys Nashville eye loop? If you need an IC Toys Nashville eye loop, just make sure to ask Andrea there. And say, I need an IC Toys eye loop. And she will add it to your bag for only $10. That is a scratch on his tuchus. But otherwise, he's perfect. But right there on his tush, well, it's not really a big scratch or anything, but it's there. But you know me, I always want you to get better than you thought it was, so I guess it's really not a big deal. I'm just making a big deal out of it. See that little tiny one right there? But otherwise, he is just shockingly nice. So, starting off at $1, letter B, complete, Luke Hoth. He's got that crazy stance. There we go. Letter B, Luke Hoth. There we go. Let's call this Wicket. Wicket is at $40 complete, great condition, going to Mr. Toby Black. Going once, twice, 3 times a lady. Sold, Wicket. Wicket is sold. Bad lag over here. Try backing out and hitting refresh and seeing if that fixes you up there, bud. Silly Facebook. If you are experiencing bad lag and it is because of Facebook or something, feel free to watch on YouTube or Twitch. I'm streaming everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. Wicked. Wicked, 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 wild, wild, wicked. Jim Wicked. Desperado. Any cool RT for sale? I went to Houston this past weekend, and the prices for things were stupid crazy. I don't know if I got an R2 sitting here, bud. If I run into one, I will definitely put them up. How's that sound? Let me see if I can possibly spy on R2-D2. Hey, who wanted that ad out in the box? I brought it. I know it's been weeks since I said it would be here, but I brought it this time. But this time, I remembered it. There's an R2. Bloop, 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 bloop. R2-D2. A little bit of yellow to the label, but the label is all there and nice. Let me get my piece of paper. His dome is a beauty. Label's all there. Just a little bit of yellow to it. Dome is beautiful. Crispy and clean. Still clicks. Still clicks. R2-D2 starting at $1. He is a solid dome R2-D2 and 1977, made in Hong Kong. So there you go. Got that going for you, which is nice. R2-D2 starting at $1. Let's call these beautiful pencils here. The pencils are currently at $7 going for rock steady notes. $7 going once, $7 going twice, $7 going thrice. Sold. And the snowy escalated quickly. Yeah, brother, I'm pretty sure it's actually because of that free 4-LOM offer. I know some of those free 4-LOM offer cards go for a fortune. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they're rare. I don't know enough about free 4-LOM offer cards, but I'm sure somebody out there does. What is the YouTube channel? It is IC Toys Nashville. If you just search IC Toys Nashville, it'll come up. And there you go. IC Toys Nashville. I think that's it. Right, Andrea? Is it just IC Toys Nashville YouTube channel? Pencils. Those are actually really freaking cool. So, you got that going for ya, which is nice. Oh, check this out. Bam. Remember these? There. Darth Vader. But anyway, sweet, sweet box. Letter E, crazy letter E. Starting at $1 here. From Taco Bell Night, you got it, bud. It is Taco Tuesday after all. Starting at $1. Alan Krebs was the one who wanted the boxed AT-AT. Well, there you go. So we'll make sure Alan gets on here before we sell that boxed AT-AT, because he was the one that kept asking for it. So don't want to be that guy. All right, Endor Rebel Soldier going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Only $15, and he's in perfect condition. That is a cheap, cheap figure. Enjoy. All right, letter D. Endor Rebel Commando is sold. What a biker scout. Beauty of a biker. Nice paint. Check out his paint. Very nice. Even all the way around the back. But that's where biker scouts are usually all scratched up. Or on the knuckles on the gloves. This one is not. Look at how nice his paint is. He's a longmouth biker scout. Hong Kong biker scout. Beautiful paint though. Even look like here. Great. I see absolutely no scratch marks on his paint. There's his blaster. Pew, pew, for the record. Letter D is a beautiful biker scout. Beauty of a biker scout. Beauty. Oh, no. Well, I just lost the way I Endor Blaster because I'm that guy. He's right there. Must stick to my arm or something. Man, really, Mike? Do better. Do not see it. Another one lost to the annals of history. Why is it never like a, I don't know, Bespin blaster that I drop and lose? It's always like a Leia Endor blaster. Or something. I'll find it. Who cares? Who cares? Whoa, Biker Scout. Very nice Biker Scout right there. Alright, we got $16 on D. B is at 23 bucks. Any cracks or dents or issues with the mint-on card Snowtrooper? The only thing is a slight little crease down here at the bottom. Just if I tilt it right. But no, the bubble is not cracked or anything. See it right there? But I mean... Very nice. Aha! Found the Leia blaster. You know what? Let me just put her in a baggie until I find her helmet, and then at least I won't lose the blaster anymore. How's that sound? Alright, the Taco Bell puzzle box. Aaron Challenger's in the lead right there on letter E at $3. The Biker Scout's only at 20 bucks, which is way too cheap because that Biker Scout is way too perfect. R2-D2 is only at 10 bucks, which is insane because it's an R2-D2. But I don't know. Hopefully somebody will bid. And the Snowtrooper's only at 300 bucks right now. That's a 47 by 4-lom offer, crystal clear. What are we on? Luke. What are you at, Luke? Luke Hoff Complete is at $23. Kicked it under the baseboard. Dude, it happens, man. Definitely happens. We got Adrian Coate at 20 bucks on D. Daniel Ramirez, you'd have to go at least 21. Adrian beat you to that one at 20 bucks. Daniel Ramirez Jr., our leader on B at 23. We got Matthew Michael at $11 on C. $11 on C. 22 bucks on D. 22 bucks on D. I can't believe an R2-D2 is at $11. I understand that the label is minorly yellow. Like minorly yellow, but his dome is absolutely perfect. And I know for a fact just the clicking mechanism in him that still works is worth 15 bucks. So why this is at $11 is completely beyond my mental capacity to understand or accept. So I'm going to let that spin till the end of the night, unless it goes up. It's an R2-D2. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's call letter E, because that one's at $3 for my main man, Aaron Challenger. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter E is sold for only $3. That's a good deal for a fun box that transforms into other such boxes. There we go. Now we got some action on R2-D2. I guess you guys didn't know it was there. Yeah, D is at 26, which is too cheap. Look at how nice he is. Because that's a Biker Scout. I mean, their hands are always scratched up, or their legs are always scratched up, or their butt is always scratched up from being on a speeder bike. This one is not. So 23 is cheap on that figure. Gonna be a good desk toy for the office. It totally is, man. Be like, I think it's fun. Check out that one with the X-Wings. Cool, huh? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alright, cool. We need something new for letter E. What do you say? Casey Blevins needs a piece of paper for the love of gosh, Mike. Do something paper for Casey. How about this one? Winter of 1986, number 31. This is the Bantha Tracks. February is Star Wars month. First time Empire shows on HBO, then it shows on Showtime, then it's on HBO, then it's on the movie channel, then it's on Showtime. That's cool. It's all the showings of Empire Strikes Back. Special collector's items. A little bit more about Howard the Duck in there, if you're super into Howard the Duck. Ooh, check it out, the Labyrinth edition of Bantha Tracks. So if you like Labyrinth, that's a special Labyrinth edition of Bantha Tracks. Very cool. Some great X-Wing pictures in there too. But anyway, there you go, starting at about Bantha Tracks, number whatever one I said. There we go. Casey Blevins starts us off on E at $1. I have Takara wind-ups, but only in my personal collection. I do not have any currently for sale, but I have both the variants in my personal collection. Which is one of those figures that most people don't even realize there's a variant of, but it's like the simplest variant to look into, if you're ever keen. One says Japan on it, one does not. Right below the butt of R2-D2. Or on that little flat place that goes, flat spot that goes across. There's my buddy Arthur Liu at 308. Arthur always knows a good deal when he sees it. That Snowtrooper is still a killer deal at 308. It's cheap at 308. So you should get on that if you're keen. Casey Blevins starts us off on E at $1. We got Brian Campbell at $31 on D. $31 on D. Rocksteady Noakes says $3.20 on A. Rocksteady knows what he's doing too. That one's at $3.20, $3.20. A is at $3.20. Yeah, Rocksteady's at $3.20. We got Daniel Ramirez Jr. at $35 on D. $35 on D. Yeah, if you're looking on a Takara wind-up R2, there's two different variants. There's one that, like right below on the bottom of the Takara R2, there's the mechanism to make a move here. So there's a little rectangle box right here, right? And on that little rectangle box, one of them says Japan. It's the one made in Japan. And the one that was sold in Canada doesn't have anything there. It's a no COO. So something to look into. If you didn't know, now you know. Because people usually don't know that variant. There was a guy, Jim Whitley, that noticed it like 7 years ago. And I always call it the Whitley variant, but nobody knows what I'm talking about. So one says Japan, one does not. That's the easy way to tell. I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to crash your vehicle. They should do a Saturday Night Live skit where Luke Skywalker is a valet and he just crashes every single valet car that's dropped off. Puts it right into a wall at 100 miles an hour. Fire! Whoa, check these out. I remember when these came out. Do you remember when these came out? The stamp collection from the post office? I don't remember when it came out. A long time ago, though. This one's still sealed. It's got a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's got the pre-stamped envelopes as well. Like Obi-Wan. First day of issue. Ah, first day cover. Sweepstakes. Ah, they're from May 25th, 2007 is when that came out. That's a long time ago now. Who knew? Crazy. Alright, we got the Bantha Tracks at $1. $1. Nobody else is keen at $1? Casey Blevins, you're going to win that one, buddy. All yours, I guess. Alright, let's look at stuff. Luke Hoth Complete, beautiful condition, bright white. Check them out at $23. R2-D2's only at $20. The Biker Scout Complete is at $36. Bantha Tracks is only at $1, and the Snow Trooper is only at $348. What can we call? Can't call anything yet. Everything's still too cheap. So tag your friends. Let them know we're doing a live sale and it's Taco Tuesday. And let's get this stuff somewhere below market price, but still cool and worth something. And I will look for the next item up for bids. Anybody want some micros? I got these micros that are just like right here. People like micros. Let's see what I got. Alright, let's do this. Let's call... We're going to call that Luke Hoth in really nice shape for 23 bucks. Just so I could get something else out there and keep it fresh. So Luke Hoth for 23 bucks. He's going to be going once, going twice, going thrice. $23 Luke Hoth sold. Complete. We got Arthur Lou and Rocksteady Noakes battling it out for this beautiful snow trooper. It's still at a killer deal. So it's going. Want to see some micros? Alright, here, let's do this. Let's get Luke Hoth down. I'll put some micros up right there. But what I need to do is I'm going to put that snow trooper in a star case just so it's protected while it's spinning. Just in case, because when the micros spread out, you know, I don't want to hit anything over. Where is the star case? Snow Trooper also ships free in a star case. Well, an elite case. Same animal. Let's do this. I have no room. Okay. Micro set. Let's try to put it together. FYI, this bag of figures that goes with it has a $46 price tag on it. I have no idea where that's from or who bought it, but that's what somebody paid for this set that I'm putting together for you. What is on this one? It has the 3. I'm going to have to look it up as well. A is at $3.75. It looks to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. There is Han Solo. Some of them have minor scratches, but still pretty darn good condition. Especially for micros, since they're die cast. You know how it is. They all go in the bag and they get scratched up. Han Solo. There's a guy with some spy glasses. There's a guy crawling for cover. I don't even know if all these guys are the ones that went with this. Somebody who knows more about micros can let us know. There you go, micros starting at $1. Letter B, $1. $1 holla. Letter B. Alright, let's see where we're at here, folks. A is at $3.75 with Rocksteady Noakes. Daniel Ramirez is at 38 bucks on D. Pete Hartwell's in the lead on R2-D2 at 22 bucks. That's a steal of a deal. And the Hoth micro set is at $0 so far. Andrea, just add the word shield generator, because I have another Hoth micro set as well. But that way we'll know this one is the shield generator one. Alright, Casey Blevins, you're going to win this piece of paper for $1, I guess. Nobody else was bidding with you. Casey Blevins on the Bantha tracks. Going once, going twice, going thrice for $1 here. Is good deal. How about we toss up one of these comics, Casey? What do you say? Maybe we'll get some more bidders on there. A little bit of action on letter E. Letter E, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's letter E. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. Alright, Princess Leia, number 4. This is one of mine, so never read. Just bought and boarded and plastic baggied. Number 4, Leia, starting at $1. Cool stormtroopers on there. Some Star Destroyers. Luke in the corner. Luke, I think that's a girl Luke in the corner or something. I don't know what they're doing there, but starting off at $1. $1 letter E. Princess Leia comic. Number 4. Bruce Bowens, what up, dude? How you doing, bud? Nice to see you. Arthur Lou, $3.88 on A. $3.88 on A. A is creeping up slowly, but it's a heck of a piece. I still think it's dirt cheap. But we'll see how far it does go. Here on IC Toys. Or IC, or EIC, or I don't know. Here. Oh, Tauntaun, yeah, go. A box. A box of Bosk. Bosk. There's a Rancor Keeper hat. Ooh, look at that. Death Star rope. Oh, I got a Death Star sitting around? Hey, Andrea, you got a Death Star at your store with no rope, right? I'll save this rope and I'll sell it with your next Death Star I build for you live on the IC. I did see a Rancor Keeper in here, and here's all the stuff for a Rancor Keeper, so may as well sell one of those. But I am looking for a hat for Leia. Alrighty, the Hoth Micro Shield Generator is only at $8. That's definitely cheap. I know for a fact it sold to the guy that I bought the collection from for $46. So it's cheap. Do I pay my mortgage and keep bidding on the Snowtrooper? Well, that's your call, buddy. We'll trade for Boba Fett's. Rich Merrick says 25 on B, 25 on B on that shield generator. Thank you, sir. Rocksteady Noakes is in the lead on the Snowtrooper 47 back with the 4-LOM offer at $3.95. I'm surprised it didn't just start off at $4.50. It's well worth that. Very good point. P. Artwell makes a good one. The mortgage will be there next month. The Stormtrooper, the Snowy, will not. B is at 25. Andrea's writing the bids that happen on YouTube and stuff so people can see. But remember, just look right Nope. Look right here. And YouTube and Facebook bids pop up right here. That's what all this is. The sticker is not under the shield generator, no. It has no stickers on the shield generator. I know the one you're talking about, that sticker is not there. Alright, we got $4 on the Princess Leia comic. $4 on the Princess Leia comic. Letter E. Remember, crazy letter E is down here in the corner. Chirp. What is your grab if a fire Boba Fett? $26. Holler at Wade. Hollering at Wade. What is your grab if a fire Boba Fett? I don't know what that means. I think it auto-corrected you, bud. 7. Now, grading is not just picking a random number and sticking it on a sticker. Alrighty, I'm going to run through them again here. The Snow Trooper 47 back is at $3.95 with Rocksteady Noakes. The Hoss Shield Generator just got another bid with Pete Hartwell at $26. Pete Hartwell's in the lead on that $22 R2-D2. I'm going to sell it for $22. That is a shocking, shocking deal. R2-D2 going once at literally $22 for an R2 with a clicker that works and a dome that's perfect. Tiny bit of yellow. The sticker isn't even ripped. $22. Going once, going twice, going thrice for the Red Sox fan, Pete Hartwell. $22 on R2-D2. Is good deal. What up, Jason McKee? How you doing, bud? Jason McKee says 27 on B. 27 on B. Congrats, Pete. That's a good deal on R2-D2 right there, man. For sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, really nice, complete Rancor Keeper. Letter C. Letter C is a Rancor Keeper. He's got all his parts. Starting at $1. If fire broke out, what Boba Fett are you grabbing? I'm not grabbing a Boba Fett, man. I'm grabbing a Power of the Force B-Wing pilot graded AFA 50. The reason why I'm grabbing that is because I bought it when I was a little kid. It was the first thing I ever got graded. I thought it was the rarest, nicest Star Wars thing in the history of the world. And I held on to it since I was a little kid. Saved up to buy it. Only Power of the Force I ever saw because they didn't come to my town. And it'll be, it's worthless, but it means a lot to me. If you had to choose a Boba Fett, I would definitely grab the Kim Simmons photo sample Boba Fett. Everything else, there's duplicates of. That one, there's only one. It's even much, much, much more rare than a rocket-firing Boba Fett, if you want to get technical about it. All right, let's read them off. The Princess Leia comic here on letter E is only at $4. That's a steal of a deal. Biker Scout Complete is at $38. I'm going to call that one because it hasn't moved, but that's a clean Biker Scout for $38. The Micro Shield Generator is only at $28. The Snow Trooper is at $408. That beautiful mint on card Snow Trooper's at $408. And we are going to call that Biker Scout Complete right now. Going once on the Biker Scout, going twice on the Biker Scout, going thrice. Biker Scout Complete. So to Mr. Daniel Ramirez Jr. for 38 bones. Kind of day that can only be fixed by some vintage Star Wars. Well, I hope it gets better for you, Jason McKee. You're a nice guy. I want you to have a good day. There we go. Congrats, dude. You're going to love that freaking Biker Scout. He is cherry. Alan Krebs. There's Alan Krebs. Alan, I said I wasn't putting that AT-AT up until you showed, because you were the only person that kept reminding me to bring it. So the only reason why it's here is you. So I figure you should at least get a fair shot of bidding on it. Last 17 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Barada. Just got to check his COO because there's one that's worth like $1 bazillion and one that's worth only $100-something bucks. And this is the $100-something bucks is common, but the $1 bazillion one is not. I think it's like an 85 is the $1 bazillion one, and 86 is the normal one. I don't know what the rules are with Barada, but it is a 1985. Is it 85 or 86 that's the hard to find Barada? I don't know. But anyway, this one says 1985 on it, so whichever one that is, there you go. Nice. You always need a biker scout for a speeder bike, or else it's just a vehicle in Ewok steel. Barada's in great shape there. Beautiful, beautiful condition. And he does come with his weapon, so he is complete. 84 is the impossible one. Alright, cool. So, well, there you go. This one's just an 85. But, last 17 in your program's number 1 in your hearts. Barada, letter D. Alright, we're going to call this number 4 Leia comic for Casey Blevins. Since he's the only guy bidding on paper tonight, you're doing good, Casey. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Leia comic for Casey Blevins. Leia comic number 4 for $4. Is good deal. Be on in about an hour. No worries, man. I don't get to the big vehicles till later anyhow. So you are in no rush there, bud. What did I just call it? Princess Leia. Bagged and boarded. What is this? I have no idea what this is. Whoa, cool. A giant Chewbacca. It's a Sigma statue. Where he's got Stormtrooper equipment on. Check that out. Great condition. Sigma Chewbacca. This is going to be letter E. This is a vintage. I don't recall ever seeing this one. I'm quite sure it exists. For anybody that collects Sigma, let us know if this one's harder to find or something like that. I don't really collect Sigma, but I've never seen it before. Usually the Sigmas are like, here's my Boba Fett one. Usually the Sigmas are like this big, but this Chewbacca is pretty large. So, I don't know. Letter E, Sigma Chewbacca. Starting at $1. $1 holla. $1 holla. Alright. The micro shield generator's at $28. The Rain Corps Keeper Complete has 0 bids. Nobody needs a Rain Corps Keeper for $1? That seems weird to me. Barada Complete is at $50. Well, that just went up there. Is it a bank? Oh, it is a bank. Andrea just wrote me, is it a bank? It doesn't have the suction cup on the bottom, but it does have a slot for your change there at the top. Cool. It's a bank. He's a bank. He's a bank. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Aha. Nope. The third leg for an R2-D2. That's got to be worth money. I need a Leia helmet. Yeah, beautiful Leia helmet. Just need a helmet. Alrighty, it looks like we have slowed down on that Snowtrooper 47 back with the 4-LOM offer. We are going to call that here. He is currently at 408. Let me see when the last bid was. Last bid was at 622. Alright, cool. We're going to call that Snowtrooper, the min on card. 47 back with a 4-LOM offer. Crystal clear bubble at 408. Steal of a deal. Going once, going twice, going thrive. Sold. Now that we have more YouTube people and more Twitch people, be sure to always be checking the comments here, and those are the current bids. Snowtrooper sold to Arthur Lou. I copied and pasted the wrong thing. It's sold. Nobody else can bid on the Snowtrooper, even though it's taken me forever to comment that it's sold. All right, Arthur, congrats, buddy. That's a beauty. Arthur loves the beautiful ones. If it's pretty, it's for Arthur Lee. For sure. Behold! Star Wars toys in abundance. We're Ewoking it up today. Yeah, there's an Imperial Gunner in there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Number 8 billion in your program, and a Ewok from the world of Endor. Adrian Coates says 80 bucks on D. Frankie Ramos says 85 on D. Only at 85 bucks on that Barada. That's a steal. So hopefully he'll go up a bit more. Stirring it a buck. Tebow. Tebow. All right, we got the mighty Chewbacca bank. It's only at 20 bucks. That's an awful lot of ceramic for $20. We got Frankie Ramos at $85 on that Barada. Michael Bazzetti at $90 on that Barada. Barada's getting some action now. That's cool by me. We're going to call that Hoth Micro Shield Generator with no sticker at 28 bucks. Going once to Pete Hartwell. Going twice to Pete Hartwell. Going thrice. Pete Hartwell. Micros sold. Toby Black, $10 on Tebow. Toby Black, you must be building an Ewok village up there, buddy. A biggin. Sold. Whoever I bought that from paid 46 bucks for that. So you did really, really good at 28 bucks. Need a bag. That'll work. It's another Hoth Micro set. I'll put it up, man. They're both in the same bag here, so we'll get rid of it. Since that one went for so cheap, right? What's the other one? This one's a cool one with the big cannons. For this one, Andrea, you could just write Hoth Micro Laser. This one was sold to this guy for $46. So, just so you're aware. When you buy it for $28, like the last one, it's worth $46 minimum. But that's okay. I just like these because you know why? Listen. They click. And I just thought that was such a cool little, I don't know, engineering thing that Kenner did to make that click. Stirring it a buck. Oh, I didn't even put the figures out there. This one's way cooler anyway because it has the bad guys and Darth Vader. Dark Lord of the Sith. Darth Vader. Behold, I am Darth Vader, the Dark Lord of the Sith. It's got the Stormtrooper getting shot too, which is cool. Snowtrooper. Some scratches on these. This is the other one. It's just part of the game with micros. $30 buck. Can't go wrong for $1. Alrighty, this Sigma bank is only at $20. Giant Chewbacca ceramic bank is only at $20. Save your change with that Chewbacca bank. Frankie Ramos is in the lead on D at 120. No, Adrian Coate took over D at 125. We got $10 on the micro, $10 on the micro. Any Star Wars or ICCC stickers for your letter E? We could do that. You know what, dude? You want Casey? I don't know. You want to do some unbelievably rare ones? Because see, this is my office from when the IC started, so I do have an unbelievably rare set of stickers here. Here, hold on. Like this one. First IC meetup ever. I got the second, the fifth, the sixth. Andrea, do you have these for the archives? Because if you don't, I won't sell them. These are all the ones I've been selling or saving forever. Look at that one. That was one of the Christmas ones from one year. This is a good one. Yeah, Casey, I got some stickers, bud. We got the Sundowners Club at 130. All right. Tebow Complete is at $10. Folks, this figure is 40-something years old and has 3 accessories, and it's at $10. If you guys don't want loose figures, I could switch it up and sell some vehicles or something. Just let me know. If you want loose figures, this one shouldn't be at 10, and this one shouldn't be at 10, since just their accessories are much more valuable than $10. So I'm going to leave those spinning. These are both at $10 right now. They're great condition and complete. Makes no sense. Can we go over the prices real quick? Yeah, sure, dude. Tebow is at $18. Hoth Micro Laser Cannon set is only at $30. The Rancor Keeper Complete's at $10, which is insane. And Barada Complete is at $130, and the Chewbacca Sigma Bank is only at $20. I think that should be at least worth 30 or something like that. That one is so old, it's before we had the Imperial Commissaries logo. And it's like a 101 because it's the big one. Maybe 1 of 2 or something like that. Got a sweet R2-D2 sticker. These are from before we even had a logo. And then the first logo we ever had, yeah, there's 2 of the Repro ones. But the first logo, before we had the cool logo with the racetrack. There's a sweet R2 custom sticker where you can make him into a Darth Vader if he's got a bad sticker. There's one you can make into a Stormtrooper. Custom sticker. No repro. The No Repro eventually got into, it was a 12th meetup with the Emperor. The No Repro eventually got to this one. That's what I'm saying. People got no idea the amount. Because see, since the beginning of the Imperial Commissary, I've been saving stuff for our archives one day. But the No Repro eventually turned into this one. And then it eventually turned into this one from Music City Havens, which was the first thing I ever did with selling Star Wars. That was the first, what is it, $10.99 I set up. Then we have this Imperial Commissary one. These ones are rare because it has like the old thing, the Music City Havens logo. And look, this is our first, this is a rare one. Because we spelled your wrong, because it's Y-O-U-R-E it's supposed to be. So all the current ones and new ones have a different bottom here, but also it's yours spelled correctly. This one's pretty cool. And then the No Repro one switched to this eventually. We also had this Bosk one. I loved this one, but it never got any burn. I thought it was going to become the logo. Let's look at that. The Imperial symbol with the vintage figures in there. I thought that was really well done. We had a big sticker contest to make the logo, and then the logo eventually became this one. Which is beautiful, and our official logo that's on the hats and everything now. Thanks, Robert the Bruce. I sure do appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Robert the Bruce. This one was pretty freaking epic. Sorry, those are not for sale unless he has duplicates. Alright. I only pull duplicates, dear. That's cool. But yes, they are for the archives. One day there will be an IC museum. Those aren't duplicates. Look at this one. Sweating here in Jersey. Dude, it is hot all over the place. I'll tell you what. Give me one of those. I'm only selling them if I have more than 2, dear. Like these ones, I have like 1 left. Because they were limited runs. Oh, that one was cool. That's the very old one. Because it was the Repro project, and we changed it to the no Repro project, because people were like, what does that mean? You like Repro? And it's like, no, man, obviously, that's not what we're going for. This one was kind of cool.
Right now, you can get a $309 per month lease on a 2025 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan.
Andrea has the original artwork for this one, because she likes Jawas there. Filthy creatures, the lot of them. You know what? I can sell one of these repros. The original no repros. Can't sell those, don't have any. That was a limited run one too. Nobody really, you know, dug it. So if I didn't sell out of them, I didn't rebuy them. I could sell one from the 12th meetup. So I got a handful of those. These go back. That was the old podcast. The first podcast right there. Spanish group. Traveling Twilight video games. Can't sell that. Sweet Power of the Force one. IC2. Cool. Got some stickers for sale. No worries, brother. Yeah, no, I used to do a ton of stickers. But now we become so big, man, and the stickers are so sought after. I don't really do them anymore because they're expensive. When you start giving away millions of them, they get really expensive. But we will do a cool deal on these. And actually, I think Mike still puts stickers in a lot of the bins sometimes. Because I know we still have giveaway stickers we try to send. There we go. There's a bunch of stickers to sell. After the break, where's Chad? Chad, you around? Can I borrow you? These are all individual. Those are rare. Can't sell those. Can you sell some of the custom R2 stickers? Yeah, I'll sell those, bud. They are, where are they? Saw a Darth Vader one. The red R2D2 one. Just had it. Anybody know what I did with the R2 stickers? It's like a Darth Vader one. I don't know, Chad. I had like a Darth Vader R2 sticker and another R2 sticker. I don't know. They disappeared. All right, let's see where we're at. T-Bow Complete is at $22. Hoff Micro Laser Cannon Set is at $34. Raincore Keeper Complete is at $15, which is way too darn cheap. Barada Complete is at $130, and the Chewy Sigma Bank is at $20. Like, wow, some stuff for Chad here.
What was this?
Just extra stuff. See if you can find a Marion Garden there. At the top of that side, I think. Trying to get you out stuff so you can call stuff and have fun. Cam guard to put up. $8D8.
Oh, I found this envelope of these.
What is that?
It's like a bunch of.
Worm shatters?
Yeah.
Labouche. One, two, three things. Yeah, that's been on, so we'll just tell people that his hair is perfect, because that's all anybody cares about. And I don't know what I did with those custom R2D2 stickers. Anyway, everything that's up right now you can call whenever, so go nuts. And then there's 4 different things to put up. And then for this, you could just pick one of these stickers and pop it up. I don't know. Sell for $1 or $2 or $5 or whatever. The stickers were originally 2 for $7, I think. So be aware. When you're trying to bid a nickel. Let's start a short place up, please.
Who wants to see the president alive? Light him up now! A crew of pirates is coming. That was cool.
Expo. Flight starting at 1699 a mile.
So guys, was this a sticker he's looking for? You're sitting right here. You talking about custom R2s? Hey Casey, how you doing? I'm good. Super busy lately, but good, and it's hot. It's really hot. All right, I guess this stuff has been ready to call. So I'll just go over the prices real quick and then we'll call them. So the T-bill's at 22. The House micro set is at 30. Is that 34? Yeah, 34. Rancor Keeper's at 15. What the heck is this? Oh, Barada's 130, letter D. And the Chewbacca Sigma Bank is at 20. So we're going to call all these here in a sec. Hey Toby, how are you? What's up, Dan? Oh, we got Nick put a Rancor 18 on the Rancor. So that one's still going. So letter C is still good. Let's call, what can we call? Oh, my hat? I got this at the con. They had it at the toy store booth. It's been at the toy store for a while, and I've been eyeing it. And then when it showed up at the IC Toys booth at the con, I had to get it. Couldn't let it go. We got 20 on A, so it looks like A and C are still going to go, so we can probably say, does B come with a box? I missed it. I don't know. I don't think so. Normally, if it has a box, it would be up here, like in the camera. So I'm assuming it has no box. Yeah, because I don't see a box around here. So yeah, I'm assuming that the A or B has no box, the Hoth. But it looks like it's complete. Is it complete? Hoth laser cannon set. We got 21 on the Rancor. Oh yeah, you're right. T-bill's A. So they should be flipped? Okay. T-bill's A and this guy is on C. Right? Yeah. No, this came in it was one of the collections that Mike got. And I helped him pick it up. And I remember when we picked it up, it was in the collection. And it's been sitting at the toy store. It's the only one that they had, but it's sitting at the toy store for a while. It's not vintage. It's a modern, like, remake, I think. But I've just been eyeing it at the store for a while because it was sitting there, thinking about buying it. But then they brought it to the con for the booth, and so I had to snatch it up then. Couldn't let someone else grab it. But yeah, I was eyeing it for a while because there was only one. All right, well then looks like we can probably call letter D because that one hasn't got any action lately. The Verada. So we can call letter D and I'll get something else up. Because the other people are still bidding on the other ones. Where's the and I think we haven't got anything on B. Oh well, this is called D real quick. So we're gonna call sold on D the Barada. Complete at 130 from Sundowners. That's funny, I didn't even know what that guy's name was, Barada. So there we go, Barada is sold to Sundowners over on YouTube. Package that guy back up. So that guy's sold. And we can call, should we call the Hoth playset? Because A and C are still somewhat getting bids. A's at 22, the T-Bow's at 22, the Hoth is at 34, Rancor Keeper's at 21, and we got a makeup ad on YouTube. And the Chewbacca Bank's at 20, so we can probably call that one too. Alright, let's start on the Hoth playset. We're going to call that one in a sec. And we're going to put up Alright, let's call sold on B, the Hoth micro laser cannon set, which is at $34 for Merrick on YouTube. Call that sold. Getting a lot of bids from YouTube tonight, that's cool. Alright, the Hoth playset is sold. Is there a bag for this? Is this it? No. One sec, trying to find a bag for this guy. Well, here's a big Ziploc, that'll work. Alright, that one sold. I don't think it was the right bag, but whatever.
Yeah, you can if you want, but I don't think anyone's gonna buy it.
Oh.
I was looking for the Darth Vader one.
Oh, I thought that was the one you're looking for.
No, that one makes him like a R5 colors.
Oh.
There's a Darth Vader one I have. Might be in that sucker bag.
Okay.
I'll check.
Alright. Well, I didn't put any back up yet. Alright. Have fun, guys. Mike's back.
Thank you, Chad. Alright. Put a Leia Bosch up for letter C. Really nice condition. Really nice condition. The best designed figure in the history of toys, Leia Bosch. Because you can do that with her. Cool, right? Letter B, beautiful Leia Bosch, complete. Straighten out. There you go. And then here. What up, Dan Belkey? What up, Casey? How you doing? Look at how nice Han's hair is. It's a Han Bespin without the scalping on the front of his hair. Usually this is all scratched because his hair his bangs are a little bit taller than his face. So if you drag a Han Bespin or you throw him on a table with his hair down, he scrapes. This one is not scraped. Beautiful Han Bespin, letter D. I know you wanted the R2 sticker. I think I put it back in here. What? Nope, that's a different one. They wanted the Darth Vader custom one. Nope, it's not in there. I don't know where it is, folks, but it'll turn up. I'm sure. Well, I found it in this bag. I thought I put it here, but it is not. So maybe it's in this pile of stickers.
So it's like that, but like Vader colors?
Yeah, there's a Vader one, and there was something else. I can't remember what it was. If you could scroll back on the video, you can see what I did with them. Good call. Follow the bouncing R2-D2 sticker. Let's call the bank. The bank is at $20 with Jason McKee. That's the Sigma Bank. We're going to call that. Going once for McKee, twice for McKee, thrice for McKee. Sigma Bank is sold. He's a good deal there. That's a really big piece for $20. So you've done good there, McKee. Okay. Stickers. The very first podcast of the Imperial Commissary, the Collector's Galaxy podcast, back when we had the old logo. This podcast no longer exists. Starting at $1. All these stickers are going to be worth over $1, so I'll try to knock them out. We'll do a bunch of stickers on letter E, and they'll all be worth over $1 or so. Gotta figure out a way to. I have an idea. Casey Blevins starts us off at $2 on the Collector's Galaxy podcast sticker. Yeah, I got no idea what I did with those stickers. The only one I got is a red R2-D2. But I did have a Darth Vader one, and there was another one, too. Chad's going to try to eyeball it there. We'll see what happens. Alright, Tebow's getting sold for $22. Nick's going to take that one down. 22 on Tebow. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Tebow, 22. Deuce, deuce. That Leia Bosch complete is in perfect condition, and it's only at $16. That is stupid insanity nonsense. I'm not calling it. Bid on the Leia Bosch. I mean, her helmet's worth like $25, folks. She's at $16. All right, we got $16 on B. E is at $2. Casey, that's enough for me, but I'm going to see if anybody else wants to bid. Then I'll call that one, and we'll try to move the stickers quicker. This is a tough mini rig to get. Let me see if it has all the parts. Oops, dropped that. I would say one of the hardest, if not the hardest mini rig to get, actually. The only problem is, those little tabs are broken. So it sits there and looks perfect, but the tabs are broken, so it would not hold if I flipped it upside down. It would fall off. Still works. But it displays perfect. Starting at $1. All right, Rancor Keeper is at $21. That's a steal of a deal, but I'm going to call it. Going once on the Rancor Keeper for $20 or $21. Going twice, going thrice. Sold. Rancor Keeper, $21. Remember that Han Solo Bespin does not have a scratched up hair on the front of his hair. So remember that. Most of them do. I would say 80% of them do. Raincore Keeper. Super awesome, dude. Alright, we got $15 on A, $15 on A. Jason Red. Got 21 on D. For some reason, B is just sitting at 16 bucks, and she's in perfect condition. So she's going to sit there till the end of time. I don't even care. Casey Blevins, we're going to call this Collector's Galaxy sticker for you. Going once, going twice, going thrice at $2. So, Collector's Galaxy sticker to Casey Blevins. Alright, next sticker up. Imperial Commissary logo sticker. It's bigger than the Collector's Galaxy one by far. This was from our logo contest. Casey, I'm going to start you your own bag here, buddy. Because I know Casey loves the paper products, so... Start your own sticker bag. Starting at $1. Imperial Commissary limited edition sticker out of print. They're not being printed anymore. My Han looks as mid as he can be, D25. Thanks, Casey. I did not do the AT-AT. You want me to do the AT-AT? It takes up so much darn space. Maybe I'll do it and put it to the side or something. Need a letter C, though. Yeah, let's do an Imperial Gunner for letter C. That's a good one. The last 17-year program's #1 in your hearts. Imperial Gunner. Great emblems. And he does have his proper blaster. Yeah, that's the Imperial Gunner blaster. So he is 100% complete with his proper blaster. Starting at $1, letter C. He's a nice one. Casey Blevins just took back over on D at $26. A is at $26 as well. Brian Campbell just took over on B at $20. We got 150 by Nick, 250 by Aaron. It's on the Imperial Gunner there. The IC logo black and white sticker is letter E. About the size of a sand skimmer. It's at $2 right now. Those stickers originally sold for $2 for $7, and they have been out of print for over 5 years. So hopefully they won't all go for $2 each. Dude, I can't believe Leia Bosch is only at $20. I'm going to show it to you again. Look at this figure. She's literally perfect. And her helmet is perfect. It's only $20 right now. Cheaper than her helmet costs in that condition. D27. D28. AC Blevins takes over on D. And this is why I need a whole bunch of turntables. Come on, man. Because then I can put up more stuff. Imperial Gunner's only at $300 with Frankie Ramos, and he is complete with the proper blaster. That's a steal. Everything's a steal tonight. I don't know why. Y'all are beating me up. Remember, 100% of all proceeds go to funding ICCCon, the future of conventions. For you. We're at $40 on A, $30 on B. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit of action, thankfully. Andy Burroughs in the lead on Leia Bosch at $32. The Imperial Gunner completes at $300. Han Solo Bespin with a nice bangs, not all scraped up, is only at $28. And the IC logo black and white sticker is only at $2. That's got the figures on it that make the... It's got the vintage figures that make the Imperial Commissary logo, which is cool. A is complete, but this is broken. The tabs on the bottom are broken, so it just sits there. It doesn't lock into place. But it displays perfectly fine. Looking for the R2 stickers? What did it look like I did?
You put them back in the bag with some other stickers.
Did I?
Yeah. In a Ziploc bag. You were showing off some other stickers from the same bag.
This bag?
I don't think so. It had
What did it have?
there was like a Sand People sticker, like a face of a Sand People person.
I think that's in there.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Yeah, there's a stormtrooper in there and a sand person. I think towards the back. Alrighty, B's at 32, B's at 35, A's at 41. Is A complete? Yeah, I just did that. D is at 30. I have to admit, I've been out of the loop for a bit. How was the ICCC this year? It's freaking awesome, dude. It's so cool, man. Our venue is awesome, and everybody had a really great time. So it was exciting. Come next year, you'll dig it. Brian Campbell, $31 on B. Benjamin Shampoo. Am I seeing your bids? I see you writing, am I seeing your bids? Yes, you seem to be in the lead on the Sand Skimmer at $41. What is C at? C is at $300. Beautiful condition, complete with the proper blaster. And it's only at $300 so far. Of course, Benjamin. No worries, bud. Thank you. All right, that at Chad, when you're there, not in there. The Stormtrooper ones and the Tusken Raider.
No. I think it was a different bag, and I think it had like it wasn't. See how this has a red stripe on it? It didn't have this red on it. I think it was just, and it was kind of a newer bag.
There, definitely. Aha, you are right, Chad. Chad has tracked down the R2-D2 stickers.
There we go.
Cool.
Sherlock Holmes on it.
Well done. Thanks, buddy. Nick Grooms, what up? These are limited edition, out-of-print IC stickers. Original IC stickers. We used to have, like, I think 30 or 40 different stickers. Nope, 27 different stickers. And these are out of print. No more will be printed. And Casey Blevins wanted me to sell some of them. So that's only at $2. They originally went 2 for $7 or 2 for $5. I think 2 for $7. But that was 10 years ago now. Yes, we'll sell the AT-AT. As per request. Pardon me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it back here. And it's going to be letter X. So I got no room for it. That's why I need more spinny wheels, Chad. Over at the other place, man. We're going to hook it up, partner. That doesn't look like an X at all. Letter Z. AT-AT in an Empire Strikes Back box. Here's the box. One side has tape, but it is coming a bit loose there. And let's see what's got in it. It's got instructions. Or it's a clean AT-AT. Very nice. It's got the lid there. Hey, Chad. Can I borrow you, buddy? I'm sorry. Yeah. This is a really clean AT-AT. In that bin is another AT-AT. Can you check underneath here if it has a bulb cover? Yeah, it does. Is that one just as clean as this one? Alright, we'll sell this one instead. Here, take that and put that over there. This one is dead mint. Perfect. Look at all the stickers. It does have both the chin guns. They are both crystal clear chin guns. It has the bulb cover and both the chin guns. I wonder if it works. Extremely clean AT-AT. Has the instructions. Letter Z. This is going to be letter Z. Starting at $1. Alright, I only have 1D battery, so I cannot tell you if it works. But if it doesn't, I will show you an AT-AT trick. Are you ready? Here's a trick for an AT-AT. If your AT-AT doesn't fire, okay? You put in the batteries in there, right? If it doesn't fire, you hold the button in there, and then you just do this with the chin guns. You pull it back and forth. You hear that? You hear that? That'll get the engine going, and it will work. Where's that other chin gun? Just had it. Oh, just dropped it. But I only have 1D battery, so it is what it is. But AT-ATs are the easiest thing to get running again, because you just pull the chin guns back and forth, and it'll get it going. Alright, where's the other chin gun? It's got the flaps. There. It's letter Z. See that? Yeah, cool. Has the instructions. Hey Chad, can you rewind the video I'm doing right now like 20 seconds and see what I did with the other chin gun? Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, can you rewind the video for like 10 seconds and see what I did with the other chin gun? Because I'm an idiot. But I was like, look, the chin guns are crystal clear. And then I lost one. Because usually chin guns, folks, you know, are not crystal clear. But it looks like this AT-AT's been hiding in his box for many, many a year. Instructions. Yeah, just move the guns, easy peasy. E is already at 4 bucks. Now this AT-AT, look at how clean it is. Like really clean. Chin guns. I can't wait till I get my new spot with more space. Because I know I got another couple chin guns here on this table. Mark Rosenberg, what's up, buddy? Mark, I haven't seen you here for a long time. Mark loves his AT-ATs, though. He will come out of the woodwork. He's got like, how many you got now, Mark? How many AT-ATs you got, brother? If you want a guy who knows his AT-ATs, that's the guy. He's got to have, I don't know, 50 of them, something like that. You got a ton of friggin' AT-ATs, dude. And I misplaced my other bag with 2 chin guns in it. I don't know, folks. You're watching the Disaster Area here on live TV. But I did find that Leia blaster I lost before, so we're going in the right direction.
It's got to be like on the floor because you put it in. You put both of them on there.
Yeah.
Does it have both of them?
Yep.
And then you were messing with it, and the head was over there behind the other screen, so I couldn't see it behind the sticker. But you put it on, and then you were messing with it, and so it has to fall on the floor or something like that when you're messing with the insides.
Those are on upside down. Alright, so I was messing with the insides.
And the head was facing.
Oh yeah, totally, right there. Ta-da! Great job, Chad. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, crystal clear chin guns, absolutely beautiful. 100% complete, light bulb cover, chin guns, cherry. Beautiful condition. Clean. Has the box and the, whatchamacallit, 150 AT-ATs on display. Mark, I salute you. Way to pick something small to buy 1 million of. I had 2 chin guns. I'll find them later. Whatever. It doesn't matter. May I see the box, please? Yes, sir. Missing pop. I think that's missing. Yeah, missing pop. That's cool with the red. And it does have the instructions. Let's call that sticker real quick. That's the first version of the ESP box. So there you go. Mark would know. Let's call it sticker. The sticker's at $4. Casey Blevins going once, twice, 3 times. Sold. All right, we're at 275. Or no, C's already at $300, Chris Fermani. So you'd have to go at least 310.
Data overages?
C's already at $300. All right, and by request, these are custom R2D2 stickers. If you got an R2D2, you got an R2D2 with a ripped up sticker, like say that one right there. These are, oops, just knocked everybody over. These are measured to fit. So, this is the Stormtrooper one. And it'll make him into a Stormtrooper R2-D2. This is the Darth Vader one. It'll make him into a Darth Vader R2-D2. And that's just a red one that looks cool. Kind of like R5, but on an R2-D2. But none of them are repro since they obviously can't be confused with the original. So I'll sell that little 3-pack. Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, and R5 looking one, or just red R2-D2 or whatever. There you go. It's hard to see. And Nick Groom says $10 on E. Wow. There we go. R2 custom stickers. Casey Blevins goes 15 on the R2 custom stickers. If you got an R2 with a sticker ripped off, they make cool ones. I got a Yankees one and a Jets one personally. And he sent me those for free, I think, with the Yankees and Jets ones I bought. I think they were like, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks each. I don't know. It's been a while. All right, let's call that Han Bespin complete. Now, I want to once again show you the hair on this Han Bespin complete because I'm about to call this for only 30 bucks. Go run over to your collection right now. Go look at your Han Bespin complete, and I bet you this hair is all scraped. So. You mentioned a new space or something. Will you be doing lives? Yes. I will eventually be doing lives from the new IC Toys Nashville location. It is a secret location. Instead of giving money to a landlord for a shop that was way overpriced, we bought a house, and we're putting IC Toys Nashville in the house, and then at least the landlord that I'm wasting money paying is me. Not a great idea. And then it's all going online only, and Andrea is going to be selling a bunch of different stuff, and I'm going to even be doing live sales of stuff that isn't Star Wars on the IC Toys, just like the IC except non-Star Wars items. The Facebook group, just look it up, and we'll be doing that there. AT-AT's got the instructions. It is a sick, beautiful, beautiful AT-AT. Crystal clear, beautiful chin guns. Stickers all over it. Very, very nice. And a box. There you go. Letter Z right there. A dog walker. 100% complete. Very, very pretty condition. I don't really know where to put that. Good enough. We're at 225 on Z, is that right? Oh, no, it's already at 275, Nick, with Aaron Challoner. That's really cheap for the instructions and the chin guns and a complete AT-AT with a complete box. 275 is cheap. Z is at 275 with Aaron Challoner. Now it's at 280 with Daniel Ramirez Jr. All right, the R2-D2 stickers are at 20 bucks with Nick Grooms. I do believe they're 15 bucks each, so that's still cheap. Nick, just look over here for the bids on the actual screen. Some people are bidding on Facebook, some people are bidding on YouTube, and I think some people are even bidding on Twitch. So be aware. All right, we're going to call that... Sand Skimmer, it's at 57 bucks, letter A. The Sand Skimmer going once at 57 bucks, going twice at 57 bucks, going thrice, 57 bucks, sold. Nick Groove says 3 1/4 on that AT-AT. Still super cheap. Not you, the price of the AT-AT. Aaron says 350 on that AT-AT. Beautiful AT-AT. We got Aaron Challoner at 350 on Z. Alan Krebs, there's already a 350 bid. You'd have to go at least 10 bucks higher than that, bud. How about a vintage Mexican bootleg? This is what's considered a Frankenstein figure. It's not technically a bootleg. It's technically leftover parts, overstock parts from the Lily Letty factory. The chest and the arms and the head are Biker Scout, whereas the legs, if you look at them really closely, are Emperor's Royal Guard legs that are repainted to look like a Biker Scout. Now this one's only a CAS 50, but when it comes to Frankenstein figures, they are always very low grades because it was leftover stuff. This one, it's a $500 figure, I believe, and so does the market. But I will start that at $400 if anyone is keen. If anyone is keen and bids the $400, I'll gladly open it up and show you if you want. If not, it is still sealed originally from CAS, and it's one of the Frankenstein figures, so it is vintage. It is only overstock parts, and it is Lily Letty overstock parts. It is a Biker Scout with Emperor's Royal Guard legs. What happens is after the Lily Letty factory went upside down, the people took whatever was left over, whatever parts and pieces were left over, and they cobbled together these Frankenstein figures out of the leftover pieces, and then they sold those at local stores and stuff like that in Mexico. So that's where Frankenstein figures come from. So Lily Letty Frankenstein figures, there's one of them. They are extremely rare. I don't know if anybody's into collecting those right now on this live stream, but if you are, that's something you're definitely looking for and is rare as heck and has no business being here. But I just found a box of graded bootlegs over here, so I figured I'd throw one up. There you go. Starting at $400 because I'm not gonna. It's definitely worth $500 like 5 years ago, so I'm sure it's worth more than that now. Any other mini rigs? Sure, man. I just need a spot, and I cannot call that Leia Bosch at $35. She's too darn beautiful. She's perfect. She's been sitting there for 6 hours. The only way I can put up stuff quick is if you guys bid quick, to be fair. We're going to call those R2-D2 stickers. The R2-D2 custom stickers, Casey Blevins at $22. Going once, going twice, going thrice. R2-D2 stickers. But that's what I'm saying. When I have more spinning wheels, do you know how much easier it's going to be for me to sell an AT-AT without it being all up in my grill like this? Way easier. Oh, Nick Grooms. Nope. Nick Grooms, you bid it right after the sale. Make sure to bid early, bid often, folks. Yeah, sorry, Nick. Casey, those go in with you at 22. Believe me, Nick, I'd love to take your extra $3. Nice. CS 90 Warwick. Sweet, brother. Nice. C has no log rubs in the correct pew. C is no log rubs. Leg rubs? C's in really nice condition, and yes, it does have the correct Imperial Gunner pew. Yes. Tell me what you meant by log rubs. All right, Casey, or whomever. This is for the Imperial Commissary and Español group. No repro, esta no es la carata que estabas buscando. There you go. Stirring it a buck. The lag is awful on my side and no bids showing on my feed. I'd hit refresh, man. I mean, seems to be working for everybody else. Or you can always go on YouTube, man, and check it. But all the bids are also over here. And I'm also announcing them before I sell them, so turn up the volume. Out on all OG stickers, I still have mine. Yeah, Toby Black. Old school, man. What one do I have that Toby Black doesn't have? Do you have this one, Toby? Alrighty, folks. Yeah, try YouTube, Nick. There's his box. It is letter Z. He is currently only at 400 bucks. He is beautiful, and his chin guns are crystal friggin' clear. I gotta find those other chin guns so you see what usually happens to chin guns. Hold on. As they get yellow, man. Like ugly yellow. I had a bag of chin guns here. Somewhere. It's because the stupid giant AT-AT's in my way. Because I can't find the other chin guns. But anyway, they exist. I'll find them eventually. But they're yellow. Yellow. Done some of the yellow. I don't know. Who knows? What is C at? C is at only 300 bucks, and it has the right blaster and everything. It should be at least at 350, 380. It's cheap. C is cheap. Han Bespin complete. I'm going to call for Casey Blevins at 32 bucks. We're going to say going once on Han Bespin complete. Going twice on Han Bespin complete. Going thrice. Sold. Using my ICCC Booster Pack app. I like it. Alright, nobody wants that bootleg or the Frankenstein? It's a rare figure. Any other ones? Anybody here for bootlegs? I have rare bootlegs. No one cares, right? I'll sell those at a different time. But yeah, I just found a box of bootlegs where it's like that's freaking so rare. This one's stupid rare, and it's still sealed. This is how the bootlegs used to come. They'd come in a little plastic bag with a staple, and this one has his belt, his cape, and his blaster. That's a squid head. So that's like a $700 bootleg. Rare as heck. Rare as heck. All right, C is at 310 with Chris Fermani, so that's the Imperial Gunners at 310. Chris Fermani in the lead on that. I see an Espanol sticker for Casey Blevins. Hey, Casey, these stickers were 2 for $7. Do you want me to just sell them all to you for 2 for $7? Because you're the only one buying them. And, like, Nick Grooms is bidding, but if that's something you want, dude, I'll just do that and then be done with it. The Imperial Commissary 2 right there. But that's your call if that's something you want to do. Nice, dude. Yeah, this hand's nice, bro. And that one's got to be worth like 25 bucks. Because it's like the first. That's the old one. It still has the URL on it. Or you know what? I'll just put all these up. Casey, that's not on you. Don't answer. What I'll do is I'll put all these up starting at that price. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What's 16 times divided by 2 times 7? Who's got a calculator? divided by 2 is 8. What's 8 times 7 is 40, 36? No, 40. 48, 56. All right, so starting off at 56 bucks, 16 Imperial Commissary stickers, and there's also rare ones like this one and this one that has sold for $25 easily 5 years ago. So 56 bucks is where the stickers start. Andrea says 56 is where they start. They start at 56. Toby Black, this one's just yours, dude, for the $4 or whatever. Toby Black says 56 bucks is the starting price. Or no, Casey Blevins is at 56 bucks at the starting price. Toby Black, you'd have to go higher than that if you want him, but there you go. But that one right there is worth easily, I'd say 30, 40 bucks of that now, because it's a rare sticker. And it's me, so I can tell you that will never be made again, because that logo is not our logo anymore. Alright, and I don't know, let's just do a Gamorrean Guard for the last item there, because it's getting kind of close to 8 o'clock. So letter A will be a Gam Guard, nice spikes, completely complete. And then next week we're going to do some more vehicles, because I have so many vehicles, I'm drowning in vehicles. So we're going to do a lot of vehicles next Thursday. Oh, you're answering the math question. Well, yeah, there you go. Casey Blevins, you're still the only bidder on those then, buddy. I think you're going to win them. Oh no, Rocksteady Noakes hopped in there at 60 bucks on E. 60 bucks on E. Alright, let me run through them again for you. Nick is in the lead on Leia Bosch, complete at $35. Imperial Gunner is at $310 with Chris Fermani. Rocksteady Noakes is at $16 on 60. And the AT-AT, Nick Grooms is in the lead on the AT-AT, complete with chin guns and instructions for 400 bucks. This is a steal still. Like a steal. Just throwing that out there. Because each one of these chin guns is worth what, 80 bucks when they're crystal clear? So, be aware. Good night, Nick. Good night, Arthur Lou. Much appreciated, buddy. Have a great night. Casey Blevins at 65 on E. Brian Campbell at $37 on B. $37 on B. Daniel Ramirez Jr. at $410 on Z. That's the AT-AT with box. If I win, I'll put them away in my fireproof safe. I love it, brother. Stick them to your fireproof safe. It'll be much fun. More fun. Much more funner. Aaron Challenger C at 415. Aaron Challenger could bid higher than everybody because he's local. And there ain't nothing like saving yourself the, what, 35, 40 bucks on shipping with that AT-AT. Plus, I'm quite sure Mike would be so happy if you won, Aaron, because then he would have to find a box that'll fit that thing. I'm sure he's watching right now. You watching right now, Michael? Being like, please, Aaron, buy that thing, man. I don't want to find a box, bro. All right, look at that. Gam Guard complete. Not a single bid. So, I don't know. I mean, he's a great Gam Guard. Great spikes, great paint, completely complete. Worth 25 bucks, 30 bucks all day long, right? No bids, which is very weird. Aaron Challenger at 415 on that AT-AT. We've got the stickers. There we go. Joel just hopped in at $10 on A. Appreciate it, buddy. Talk to my family about IC for Life. They will contact you and my best friend Tommy if I pass. Well, that's good, brother. Make sure you buy the membership if you want IC for Life to sell it. Or else the only thing I can do, just to be fair, is the only thing I could do is take it as a commission or as a consignment, but the fees are higher on consignments than they are because I'm doing all the work for nothing. As opposed to IC for Life, where I'm doing all the work because somebody bought the membership. So look into the membership, only $20 a month. When you guys send off for grading, who do you use? It depends, dude. All right, here, you ready? All right, super secret grading behind the scenes. You ready? From Mike Havens. If I am trying to sell it and flip it and it will guaranteed get over an 80, I send it to AFA. Not even flip it, but just if I'm going to just dump it. You know what I mean? And that's if I feel like waiting the 6 months or whatever obnoxious amount of time it is. 90% of the time, I'd rather just sell it if I'm going to sell it. That's why you guys see, like, I don't know, for example, that Luke you sent in. That Luke is going to grade over an 80, bro. Blindfolded. Like, anybody's going to grade that over an 80. It's beautiful. It's probably going to catch an 85. Clear bubble. It's going to be worth triple what you paid. The thing is if I would have sent that off to grading, it would have taken forever. People wouldn't be all hyped that I sold it for as cheaply as it did. And it would take 6 more months. And I have so much Star Wars stuff, and I'm always buying collections. So always tell your friends if they're looking to sell. I'm always buying collections. But I have so much stuff. If I did that, I just have piles and piles and piles. And I'm just trying to fund ICCC. I'm not trying to bang anybody up on prices. So, if you're going to grade to sell, especially if you're going to sell on an auction house, Hake, something like that, AFA it. As long as it'll get over an 80. I'm telling you, man, if it's an AFA 70, letter E is a ton of out of stock and no longer produced Imperial Commissary stickers, and they are currently at $65 with Casey Blevins, or 16 different ones. So, if I'm going to sell it, you want the absolute top dollar, and it is guaranteed going to get at least an 80. Send it to AFA. If you want it for your collection, I think CAS does better work. I think their cases are better. If you want anything custom, the CAS cases are 1 billion times better than AFA. If you want it just for your collection. If you want to sell it, fine. The problem is, unless a CAS grades an 85 or higher, everybody who buys graded exclusively looks at that as 5 points lower. CAS is automatically, CAS 85 is an AFA 80. Not because AFA 80s are better quality or condition, it's because AFA has a much more established name. Much like the rocket firing Boba Fett, that there are 120 of, and I just showed you a squid head bootleg that is 1 billion times more rare. It doesn't matter because rocket firing Boba Fett has the name. That's why it's worth so much money. Not because it's rare, because it has the name. Okay? AFA has the name. So, it'll always go for higher. It'll always be 5 points higher. Even if, and I've seen AFA 80s that look like they would be a CAS 70. Like, I can't speak to the back end of the grading system. Sometimes I personally find it insanity. It's all opinions. It's random people opinions. Not random people, collectors' opinions. I mean, I could give you opinions on what I think that Luke would grade. You know what I mean? If I had Mike Haven's grading company, which I would never do because I don't, it's not for me. But if I did, I'd be like, that's an 85. But, so AFA, you got to figure whatever the AFA grade is. A CAS is subtract 5 points, and that's an AFA. So if a CAS is an 85, the people who collect graded consider that an AFA 80. Okay? If an AFA or a CAS is at a 75 or lower, you may as well break it out of the case. People hate them. They just look at them and they go, oh, that's terrible. But a 75 is like, it might be perfect. You just don't submit. All right, not to be that guy, but, well, whatever. They're companies. I love people at both companies. I've used both the companies. I do use both the companies. They both come to the con. So I am in no way bad-mouthing them. I'm not. I swear. But, okay, you know somebody I will badmouth? Dallas Vintage Toys. Dallas Vintage Toys has this guy, Sean Nineass. Sean Nineass was selling fakes for years and years and years. You could go Google his name. Look him up on Rebel Scum Forum before these guys that the Reprovention bought that forum. But go look him up. He's a bad guy. He's done bad things in the community. He was on the IC at the beginning. He sold a Toy Tony Boba Fett without disclosing it. Not once when I caught him and made him refund it. Not twice when I caught him and made him refund it. But 3 times, and then he finally sold it on eBay without disclosing it. Like, he's that guy. Plus, he used to sell tons of repro back in the day. Probably still does. That's what all these guys do. They make tons of money off repro, and they've been selling it for 40 years. Anyway, if you notice, Dallas Vintage Toys grades a ton of stuff. Tons. Go look at their website. They grade everything. Their turnaround times are like 5 days, and their grades, go look. Just go look yourself. I'm not even telling you. I'm not saying nothing. Go look at Dallas Vintage Toys. Go look at their graded items. Go look at the company that grades their items. And go look and see if you think those grades match up to the items that they have, or the items that they have get graded extremely leniently because they submit $500, $600, $700,000 worth of action figures a year. Now, I understand that. I do. I mean, if you are Coca-Cola and the Major League Baseball buys 10 million Coca-Colas from you, then obviously you're going to take care of them as your better or best client first. Fine. The thing is grading companies, the whole point of them is it's supposed to be even for everybody. And I guarantee you, if you buy something off of Dallas Vintage Toys, which I have no problem bad-mouthing, he got kicked out of the IC 6 years ago because they do shady stuff. But they're massive. They're massive, okay? And guess who is back-end funding reprevention? So just throwing that out there, but whatever. We won't talk about that. Go look yourself. But anyway, if you go grab one of their things. Go on Dallas Vintage Toys and buy the cheapest thing that is graded blank, blank, blank 80, okay? Get it to your house. Break it open. And send it in to the exact same grading company. And I guarantee you, 99.9999 times out of 100, the grade you get is going to be lower than the grade they just got. So, to answer your question in the most roundabout way, which grading company do I use? All of them. But I mean, which one do I think has an actual real system of this is exactly what it is across the board, whether you submit one thing or 40 things? I don't think any of them. They obviously play favorites. Go check it out. But anyway, there's no reason not to grade. They make beautiful things. I have lots of graded items. I love the grading companies. They come to my shows. You know, it's funny, like for example, if the old school guys, like the archive party goes to a certain grading company, is like, I want $10,000 to for you to have a banner at the archive party. A party with 30 people, 40 people. They give them $10,000. And the reason why is because those are the people that have the prototypes, and as long as you control the prototypes, then you're fancy pants, and then you control the auction houses, and you control this, and you control that. There is tons of money on the back end of this. Like millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Okay? So they do that, and it's fine. It's fine. They're running businesses. I'm not trying to pick on anyone. They're running businesses. You want to know if I'm running a business or if I'm just giving you 100% art all the time? Go check out the federally licensed nonprofit. Go check out any of these mint-on cards I've sold you that'll grade 85 or better for dirt cheap. I want the toys back in your hands because you are the collectors and you are the IC. Other people want the toys in the hands of people who are trying to hide money from the government. Sorry. You want to know why a rocket-firing Boba Fett's worth $1.25 million, folks? I'll tell you why. Ready? Right here, right now. This is the reality of vintage Star Wars. Since you hung out all night and there's only 20 of you left, I'll shoot you straight. You ready? Because if something this size that looks like a toy is worth $1.25 million, you can take it just like this. You can go ahead and pop it in your pocket just like that. And you can go absolutely anywhere in the world with $1.25 million tax-free. Once the Revenge of the Nijo auction happened in 2015, people that collect wine, stamps, art. That's why I am not immune to this at all, folks. Like, you know, I have art galleries. Go check them out, icgalleries.com. I specialize in contemporary African and Latin American art. It's beautiful stuff. But the reason why you do that is because I could go to Cambodia tomorrow with $1.25 million toy in my pocket, and ain't nobody at customs gonna know. Welcome to the high-end vintage Star Wars. You want to know why AFA 90s and AFA 85s on auction houses go for the kind of insane numbers they go for? That's why, folks. Because if you are a stupidly rich person, right, crazy rich, then you can take something, especially something with a label. The labels have a number. So it's perfect for insurance purposes. It's perfect. So you could take something with a label and a number and a blah, blah, blah. You insure it, and then you can either borrow against that value as an asset to purchase other things, or you can make it disappear, or throw it out, or break it, or sell it for cash in a parking lot and say it got stolen. And all of a sudden, that $19,000 prune face you bought, which is worth about $170, is still worth $19,000 on everything on paper. Insurance, interstate commerce, international commerce. You think anybody's paying a VAT tax on the rocket-firing Boba Fett in their pocket for $1.5 million? No. What other way can you move that kind of money? Gold bricks? They aren't worth as much, and they're heavy as heck. Diamonds? Sure. Try to get into an international airport with a bag of diamonds in your pocket and see if they're going to pick you up or not. But they ain't going to pick you up with a toy. They don't care. There you go, folks. Why are people, really rich people, buying up Star Wars toys as assets, as they do with bottles of wine, as they do with art? Unfortunately, in this wonderful world we live in, 1 + 1 still equals 2. So what grading company you use? Whatever you want. But yeah, the archive party, they give them $10,000 because they control all the prototypes. They give ICCC nothing. ICCC, thousands of collectors come to ICCC a year. You'd get so much more advertising. But it's not about the advertising. It's about kissing the tush that feeds you. And I am not a feeder. Not of them. I like them and all, and I say use them. So the moral of the story is, if you want to flip it, use AFA. If you want to make a cool case that's way better than AFA cases, use CAS. All right, anyway, let me read what these are, and then we're going to sell them. Brian Campbell's in the lead on Leia Bosch at $39. Christopher Monty's in the lead on the Imperial Gunner at $310. The Gamorrean Guard is at $25 with, I don't know what your first name is, Oscovari, and R.S. Noakes is in the lead on the stickers at $80. And Denny Ramirez Jr. is in the lead on the AT-AT with instructions. We're going to call all these right now, and we're going to call good night to you and have a wonderful evening. And I triple dog dare you to go buy something that's graded off of Dallas Vintage Toys and do yourself a Pepsi challenge. Have a great night. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. I see. The Imperial Commissary. Remember what it is to be a great member of the Imperial Commissary. Teach, learn, grow the hobby. Is the Gam Guard Lily Letty? No, I don't think so, dude. Lily Letty has darker pads. I can tell from here it's not. I'll check for you. Everything's sold. No, it's just a Hong Kong. Lily Letty will have, they're almost black, the shoulder pads on him. Taco Tuesday time. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Andrea does have a dinner bell. I used to do stuff down in the barn, and it's like one of those triangles that go ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. So, it's cool. Anyway, good night, everybody. Love you. Remember, be a great ICU member. Teach, learn, grow the hobby. Don't fault anyone for running a business with Star Wars stuff. It's good, too. I had a fun night with you. Good night. I'll see you next Taco Tuesday.